Happy Friday, guys. It's a beautiful morning here in Lexington, Kentucky. Today we've got something special for you. We're going to be talking about this 2008 G36, and we're also going to be talking about another one. So we got a double feature, got two beautiful G36s on the market. So follow along. We'll talk about this one first, show you some highlights on this one, and then I'll talk to you about the other one that we have on the market. So some great things about the Bonanza G36. First of all, up front, you got the Continental IO-550 300 horsepower engine. Very, very reliable power plant. On this one in particular, you got dual alternators, give you a lot of redundancy. So performance numbers on this airplane, you can expect about 170, 175 knots on around 16 gallons an hour. So fast, efficient, great airplane to fly. As we move around through the wing, you'll notice that this one has the tip tanks on it. So these are the Deschanin tip tanks. This gives you 20 more gallons per side, so 40 total, gives the airplane 114 gallons usable. Also gives you a gross weight increase, so this airplane has about a 1350 useful load. So huge useful load on this one. One thing I didn't mention up front is it has Deschanin baffles, so also has some nice upgrades to keep that engine running cool. Really leads to longevity on the power plant. So one question I get a lot, or one comment I hear a lot on tip tanks on a G36 Bonanza is, I don't need to carry that much fuel, I'm not gonna stay in the air that long. And while I understand, you're not gonna stay in the air for 6 hours, most people aren't, their bladder can't handle that, right? Let's say you're flying by yourself, you're at an airport in Florida, and they have some really, really cheap gas, and you just wanna top off the tanks, put 114 gallons in it, because when you get home, it's $6.50, $7 a gallon at your home airport. So gives you more opportunities, makes it more utilitarian to tanker around fuel, maybe save some money, and also it gives you that 400-pound gross weight increase, which really just makes the airplane so much more capable than if it doesn't have the tip tanks. So this particular airplane behind me, it's located with us here in Lexington, Kentucky, so we own it. It's very, very clean. It's got about 1340 total time on the airframe and the engine. It does have air conditioning. I mentioned the Deschanin modifications that it has on it. As you can see, the paint is in really, really good condition. We'll step inside, I'll show you the interior. It's also in excellent condition. Some of the nice features on this one, I think I already mentioned the factory air conditioning, keep you cool in the summertime as we're starting to heat up here. It does have LED lights all the way around as well, and just a good solid bones airplane. One of the great features about the A36 Bonanza is this big clamshell door. So makes it very easy to load passengers or bags if you have anybody with mobility issues, huge egress, ingress into the airplane. Also, a lot of customization can happen back here, so you can very easily fold the seats up. These back two seats fold up, or you can pull the pins and completely take them out, give you a ton of room for bags or leg room if you're only flying with 2 or 3 people. As you can see, very comfortable airplane. These middle row seats slide forward and back. They also recline, and we've got an armrest. We've got a tray table here if you want to do some work, eat some lunch, some cup holders. Over here, this airplane is equipped with Sirius XM weather and radio, so your passengers can control the XM radio right here from the back of the cabin. So very, very spacious. As you can see, I've got a ton of leg room here, and I don't even have those back seats folded up. So if you wanted to fold up those back seats, you could see how this would be a really, really comfortable cabin. Give you a ton of room for bags, bikes, leg room, whatever you want on those long trips. So up here in the front is where all the magic happens on the G36 Bonanza and where the G comes from. So the G indicates the Garmin G1000 integrated avionics suite. So this one has synthetic vision that you can see up here on the PFD. It also has a GTX 345 transponder, so that's going to give you ADS-B in and out weather and traffic, so you can see some traffic here. This airplane also has equipped with a traffic advisory system from L3, so you do have an active traffic system. And you have the GTOW 69, so a lot of redundancy built into this system. Right here is your controls for the GFC 700 autopilot that does have the yaw dampener on it, so great autopilot on this airplane. Moving over here, you can see the transfer switches for the tip tanks. So very simple operation on the tip tanks. Flip up the transfer switches, it pumps it from the tip tanks into the respective main tanks. There's no complicated procedure. You just turn on the switch and it pumps it into the main tanks for you. So very, very simple. This plane has the rosin sun visors that are being very nice right now to keep the sun out of my face, and it also has a USB charging port up here. So very well equipped airplane, another armrest up here for those long flights. So as you can see from this video, this one behind me, 828 Echo Bravo, is just a great example of a G36. So I told you I have another one on the market. We expect this one to move pretty fast. So if you miss out on this one, we've got another one for you that's also a great airplane. Very, very similar specs. So it's got a little less time on the engine, about 100 hours less on the motor. And other than that, the only difference is the other one does not have the synthetic vision, but still has the tip tank, still has the DeShannon baffles, has a higher gross weight increase, and is also in just excellent condition to be a 2008 G36. So if you have any interest in this one behind me or the other one I have on the market, which is 7723 Bravo, give us a call. We'll put our information down below, and thanks for watching another video, guys. Have a great weekend.